Say, this makes me very sick to my stomach. You could literally marry your enemy. My new prayer point is, Lord, do not allow me marry my enemy or into a family where my in-laws are my enemy. The way he manipulated this situation and lied is so irritating. The biggest lesson I have learned from this situation are as follows. Your in-laws are not your friends. A woman who deliberately steals another woman's man is not in any way a good person, and such a woman is capable of killing and destroying the wife and her kids. We women can be our fellow woman's enemy. No one should be trusted. Your trust should now and always be in God. It's important to pray without ceasing. If you are single, I beg, look very well before you leave, because a man with strong values and Christian belief system is more valuable than a last man with no value whatsoever. Trust your instincts always. I'm telling you. See this last one? Trust your instincts. Like, most times your instincts are not wrong. Trust your instincts always. So before I continue, guys, first of all, I want to welcome you all to my YouTube channel. It's so nice to have you, and thanks for the love you are showing me on my previous videos. Thanks for watching my videos. And guys, please, I want to be the community of people on this channel. So please tell your friends, share my videos, tell your well-wishers, neighbors, tell them about my channel, and make sure they subscribe. And if you're a first-time viewer, this is the first time I've been to my YouTube channel, thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe. I love you so much. I am really heartbroken at the things we are seeing going on in so many homes and so many marriages, and the fact that it is something that the male folks are seeing as normal is what I do not understand. We are talking about people's emotions and people's trust being shattered, and they are more concerned that as African men, polygamy is just normal, and there's nothing wrong about polygamy in Africa, according to the African culture, so they said. It is okay if you want to be polygamous. Nobody is saying that you should not be polygamous. Nobody is after your life if you decide to be polygamous. The problem we are having is the way you go about your polygamous status. It is so wrong to have a woman come into your life in a monogamous marriage, and you betray her trust by going behind her back to get married to another woman, only for her to find out in the most shocking manner ever. The way African men behave, just as if they are trying to make we, the women, to understand that we are not supposed to feel emotional. In fact, as soon as we get married to them, we should kill every form of emotion that we might have. And this is very wrong. I'm still yet to get over what is going on with Yo, May, and Judy. And then I came across this story in Gist Lover. I mean, I've never felt this bad as I'm feeling right now. The level of betrayal is so much that I was even crying while reading this woman's story. To think that the in-laws of this woman did this thing to her even when she did nothing to them is quite disheartening. It's quite sad. It's wicked. It's barbaric. And it's not something anyone in their right senses should support, all in the name of, as an African man, it's okay to be polygamous. If you have been through heartbreak before, you will know how it is to be betrayed by the one you love. This story I had today is the most despicable, disheartening story I've ever had before. I don't even know how to describe it. Something that I read and I was almost crying. You will know how painful it is. And guys, for you to know what I'm talking about, I need you to follow me so that we can read this woman's story together. So you understand where I am coming from. Like, you understand me very well. Going through her story, like, it broke me. If we don't address these treacherous polygamous marriages that is just fast growing and becoming a norm, a time will come when a child will not be considered as a child that have a father or a mother. It will be considered a child that has a father, a mother, a stepmother, and a stepfather. In a life that now feels like a distant memory, I bask in the moment of what I believed to be a happy family. I was blissfully unaware of the storm brewing beneath the surface until July 1st, 2022, when my world came crashing down. On that fateful day, I discovered my husband, since 2010, I had secretly married another woman, our treasure 1989. The shocking revelation left me reeling as I tried to comprehend how this could have happened right under my nose. For 12 long years, I had been married to a man I thought I knew inside and out. Little did I know that the person I had devoted my life to had been living a double life. You might think you are shocked now, but brace yourself, because there is more to this twisted tale of betrayal and heartbreak. As I began to investigate further, I noticed layers upon layers of lies. We are one more disturbing than the last. And then, as if the emotional turmoil wasn't enough, I found myself facing a new and chilling threat. Malicious online. Malicious online trolls targeted me with a barrage of hateful messages, making me fear for my safety. But even more sinister were the native juju charms I discovered in the once loving sanctuary of my matrimonial home. I couldn't shake the feeling that my life was in danger, and I knew that I had to fight back to protect myself from unforeseen forces. I will take you on the emotional roller coaster that was my journey to uncover the truth and confront the threat that loomed over me. You will feel the pain of betrayal, the anger at being deceived, only to have her life turned upside down in the blink of an eye. The first time I encountered the other woman, Bunmi, my husband and I were in Dubai, April 2022, soaking up the sun and enjoying what I thought were moments of marital bliss. One evening, as we were on the video call with our kids back in USA, a message popped up on his phone. It read, "Every time I see her picture, it makes me sad." My heart skipped a beat, and I couldn't help but question him about the message. My husband brushed it off, saying it was a girl from his past who had been harassing him. He denied knowing her or having any sort of relationship with her. I needed to do something about the situation with a heavy heart. I decided to voice my concern to my husband's parents. However, their response was I should put my mind at rest, that he would never do such a thing. His mother insisted that the lady was merely a business partner, but my husband quickly silenced her from revealing any more. All these contradictions and evasiveness from the family began to take a toll on me psychologically and mentally, abusing my sanity. They tried to minimize the issue, dismissing it as neither serious nor deep. Driven by a desperate need for the truth, I took matters into my own hands. I went through my husband's phone and found some strange numbers that he had been communicating with on WhatsApp. My heart pounding, one of the numbers I called ended up being a female. I questioned her about her relationship with my husband, but she flatly denied knowing him at all. Finally cornered, I hung up and sent her a text message, including a picture as proof that her number was saved on his phone as Fisayo, which later found out her real name is Bunmi Adedapo. Yet, she still denied it, insisting that she had no connection to him whatsoever. I felt stuck, unsure of how to proceed. It seemed as if everyone involved was determined to keep me in the dark, denying any serious relationship with my husband and Bunmi. But I couldn't deny the nagging feeling there was more to this story, and I knew I had to keep digging to uncover the truth. However, I kept hopes up, thinking the marriage was salvageable. On June 20th, 2022, my husband informed me that he needed to travel to Nigeria for an important project. I wasn't keen on the idea, but he managed to convince me with documentary evidence that he had been approved for a 57 million naira grant for the IG Exolon oil and gas station he is building. He insisted that he had to be in Nigeria to monitor and supervise the project. Care for my sick child feeling isolated and overwhelmed. On July 1st, I was resting in bed with my daughter when I received a phone call from a friend of mine. She inquired about the whereabouts of my husband and asked if there were any problems in the marriage. I told her there was no issue, aside from him leaving for Nigeria while I was sick with our son. She then asked if that was truly the only problem in our home. My curiosity grew. I asked her what she meant. My friend sent me a picture that made my heart drop. They were dressed in white and pink coordinating colors, looking all too comfortable with each other. The wind was knocked out of my cell, and I felt completely blank. I dialed his number, my hands shaking with fury. Instead of addressing my concerns, he began interrogating me about picking up his calls. I couldn't believe his audacity. Ignoring his question, I sent him the picture my friend had shared with me and demanded an explanation. He quickly started apologizing, but I pressed him further, asking him why he was apologizing and for what. He told me that the lady was celebrating her birthday, and that's why they were dressed in matching clothes. I couldn't help but ask why he was the only one matching with her, since I didn't see a crowd of people wearing the same outfits. It was evident to me that there was more to these pictures. All he could say was, "I'm sorry," before I hung up the phone. Not long after our conversation, my friend called that they had taken down the picture on at Graphic Instagram page. I couldn't handle the emotional breakdown alone, so I reached out to the family and friends. Their support was invaluable, but I was still emotionally drained and on the verge of a mental breakdown. Determined to find out the truth, I spoke to a friend who had found a mutual friend of Bunmi Adedapo on Instagram. Tunde Oyelekpo and Dumi Adedapo had been married for a year and they had just celebrated their first anniversary. Wow, so sad. I was dumbfounded, struggling to believe the truth that was unfolding before my eyes. In my desperation, I asked Tunde's mom, hoping she could be honest with me, but she insisted that whatever I was hearing were all lies. She urged me to tell people to stop spreading false information. The next day, friends and family gathered around me, offering their support and condolences. Their presence gave me the courage to believe that there was more to the story than I had been told. All the while, I kept calling both of them in tears, day and night, to demand full details of this embarrassment. He said sorry, but I needed closure. 2 days after the revelation about his infidelity, adultery, and bigamy, on Sunday, July 3rd, a friend of Bunmi called my friend to inform her that Bunmi is in Dubai with my husband, not in Nigeria as he had claimed. I didn't want to believe her, demanding photos and pictures as proof. To my dismay, she provided the evidence I sought. They were indeed in Dubai. Kai. Feeling desperate for the truth, I video called Tunde, demanding that he show me the hotel room as proof that he was in Nigeria. He refused. I couldn't hold back my tears. The thought of being lied to was unbearable. Despite my anguish, Tunde kept trying to convince me that he was in Nigeria. I decided to call Bunmi again, asking her why she was with him when she knew he was married. She didn't have a satisfactory answer, and I grew increasingly frustrated. I reached out to Tunde's family. They continued to insist that he is in Nigeria, not Dubai. Feeling lost and needing more information, I started contacting more people through Facebook and Instagram, hoping to find the proof of Tunde's deception. While scouring social media, I came across clips of Tunde and Bunmi's white wedding on one of Bunmi's friends' Facebook and IG page, CC Mercy. They also went to Dubai together. I found more pictures and videos on Instagram. I later learned from someone who attended the wedding that an announcement was made instructing guests not to take pictures or videos of Tunde and his family. This only fueled my suspicions further. Finally, I managed to obtain multiple videos and pictures from various mutual friends of Bunmi, and I sent them to Tunde's family as evidence of his bigamy. With my emotions in turmoil, I told Tunde not to return to our house when he arrived back in America. I was furious and overwhelmed, and I couldn't bear the thought of him living under the same roof after all the deceit and betrayal. Despite my wishes, his brother brought him to the house upon his return, and they called to demand for his car keys and arguing with me. His elder brother requested for a sit down. There was so much screaming and shouting instead of him to be remorseful. He even had the audacity to say in front of his brother that I should give him time to settle with Bunmi as the relationship had progressed far. Hi, such a heartbreaking tale. He also accused me of not supporting his business ventures. However, the truth was that I had been by his side all these years, supporting him every step of the way. I took care of our home and our beautiful children while he traveled to Nigeria every 3 months. I would even pick him up and drop him off at the airport for every trip. I vividly remember that on July 5th, 2021, the kids and I had prepared a welcome surprise for him at the airport, unaware that he had just married Bunmi in Nigeria. It was a painful memory to look back on, knowing what I knew now. I later found out that all the family businesses I thought we had in Nigeria were actually registered in both Tunde and Bunmi's names. Hey! God, this is the height. The overwhelming betrayal, deception, and heartache untimely led me to file for divorce. I couldn't bear to stay in a marriage that had caused me so much pain and misery. For the sake of my safety and sanity, I knew I had to go and start a new chapter in my life, focusing on my children and finding happiness once again. The tension and fighting became unbearable for the kids and me, so I made the difficult decision to move out of the house. Leaving our home took a toll on my children. Their school performance suffered, and the emotional trauma led to countless sleepless nights for all of us. I could often hear them crying in the middle of the night, and it broke my heart to see them in such distress. Even when I tried to sleep, I was plagued by nightmares in which I was strangled, murdered, and killed. The weight of everything that had happened seems to hurt every moment of my life. To make matters worse, Tunde, in a moment of anger, while he was still in Nigeria, had threatened the kids, saying that he would ensure they were taken to a foster home because he didn't care for them anymore. This cruel and thoughtless statement further exacerbates the pain and suffering my children and I were experiencing. In December 2022, I discovered that Bunmi had been following me and my friends on Instagram under the username BT Brain Makeover. It was unsettling to know that she was monitoring my life, even after everything that had happened. Tunde, on the other hand, has taken my name and middle name, my mother's name and my middle name with the 3 keys to a cleric couple with the diabolical stuff I found in the house. They both threatened that they will make sure I suffer. I'm crying out. If anything happens to me and my 3 children, they are all behind it. More. And then she shared pictures of the family where they were just happy, thinking it was a happy home, and then the evidences of the business that Tunde and Bunmi own together, something she has been working hard, thinking that it's just something for her and her husband. What do we call this height of betrayal? From the one you love, from the one you cared for, from the one that you think that you people have something going together. So why is that a lot of people don't even have conscience for what they do nowadays? It's as if that everything they do should be okayed by everyone. It is not a difficult thing for you to come and say, oh please, I'm no longer interested in this relationship, I want to go. And I also want to address the fact that men are always saying that it is an African culture, polygamy is an accepted way of life in marriage, and African women are trying to make them become white by subjecting them to monogamous kind of marriage. The question is not the fact that you desire to be polygamous or you want a polygamous marriage. That is not the question. The question is here, should we be sincere enough to ask ourselves the way that these men are recently going about this polygamous kind of marriage? Is it the way our fathers practiced theirs? They no longer call the woman and sit the woman down and say, okay, see, I'm no longer interested in this union, I want to go find another person, or I want to become a polygamous man. I don't know if it's comfortable with you. If it's not comfortable, can we call for a divorce so I can have another wife? Some may argue that a man cannot know if he wants to become polygamous or not. That is something that comes within time. Then I ask the same men, if a woman should tell you this same story, she does not like polyandry, and that she found herself in that system, will you be okay with it? Will the woman expect you to be okay with it and accept the additional man she's going to bring into the family? Sometimes when we act as though that our actions is not even affecting a human being, but a metal or a stick. For crying out loud, guys, we are all humans and we have blood flowing through our vein. If you feel bad that a woman will do this thing to you and it will hurt you, why do you think that woman will not also feel bad when you do the same to her? The rate at which men are putting women into torture in marriages should be addressed. My problem also is the fact that the in-laws of this woman are so evil. I'll call that evil because you know that what your son is doing is not good. There's an evil artist that says, that is, if they are carrying another man's corpse, that's if they are carrying a stick. Until they carry your own corpse one day, or the corpse of your loved one, then you realize that it is a human being and not just a stick. But the question I want to ask is that must something happen to us personally before we know that this thing is hurting the person that we are melting the same kind of treatment to? Must we feel it first? We are not even seeing the dangers that this thing is causing to children. That is even the annoying part of the entire thing. Nobody is even asking the welfare of these children, because whatever you put into those children while growing up is what they are going to produce to the society. Garbage in, garbage out. How can you bring up children that are broken? How do you explain to them that's what they call fatherly love, when they have shared all their love, they have given all their love, they have given all their all to this particular man they consider a father, and the only thing that this man could give them back is just to tell them that if they are threatening them that he's going to send them to foster homes? Come on. No sense of apology, no sense of decency to know that these children are being hurting. None at all. Can you see the video? They are trying to welcome their father from a trip, a decisive trip, okay? A deceptive trip, a trip where he had betrayed their love, where he had betrayed their trust, unknown to them. Look at how innocent they are. Just look at, guys. I have problem with the fact that men are trying to give excuses that this is normal. There is nothing normal about it. And also, I got really angry when I saw this, because I was just going through Yul Edochie, May, his first wife, May. She said we should not be included in number. I would definitely respect that. His wife, May, and the second wife, Judy. I was just going through everything that's been happening to that family ever since Judy came into their lives. I am not saying that Judy is responsible, but what I'm trying to say is the fact that it has never augured well with families that betrayed their wife, especially when the woman is worthy of your love, when the woman has struggled, when the woman has done everything to make sure that this family moves the way it should. Just look at the way May found out that Yul Edochie has a son. Look at the way, and just look at this, guys. Look at what a full-grown man posted. And even from the comment down, you could see that this woman is broken. No sense of remorse, no sense of responsibility, and to think that majority of Nigerian men supported him. And I see no reason why a lot of men still say till today that that Yul Edochie did nothing wrong. That is to show you the kind of men we are having in our society today. And girls, please just be careful. Whoever you are dating, please from today, check the way that person sees polygamy and sees stories like this. Because a lot of men will not criticize what has just happened. Trust me. They will say, the woman is being dramatic, or she should accept it, or whatnot. But the truth is, these things, are they easy to accept? If they are done to you the same way you did it to her, will you feel okay? Oh God, I don't know how to say, but I'm really, really sad. And may this kind of strategic husbands not come to the way of anyone we love. Right now, May is passing through a lot. She was robbed and everything she had taken. This is a woman that was once enjoying peace in her marriage. All of a sudden, someone comes into the picture and everything shattered. She just recently lost a son whom the father-in-law described as the most quiet, the most brilliant, the most happy, the most cheerful child he has ever seen. I don't know how she's going to bear this loss, but please accept my condolence from my end. Accept my condolence. And for this woman passing through this, I pray that God be with you in these trying times. I pray that you find the fortitude and the strength to fight further, if not for anything, for the sake of your children. One thing is certain in life is that karma is real. Whatever you do to another will be done to you as well. And that is where our wrap up. People are mean, so mean. I mean, really, really mean, and so unapologetic about it. Let me know what you think, guys. Honestly, I would like to hear what you people have to say about this. So share your thoughts with me. And if you love this video, don't forget to comment, like, share, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel to know when next I upload my video. Till I come your way next time, it is me, it is I, Amakobi, aka Twinkle Peki. Stay safe, stay blessed. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.